Man has always been fascinated with flight. Early attempts at taking to the skies with an aircraft by flapping wings, also known as ornithopters, sought to imitate the actions of birds. Let's take a look at the origins of ornithopters. The 9th century poet Abbas ibn Firnas, or the Latinized Armen Furman, was the first to achieve such flight. Not only was he a poet but a polymath, inventor, physician and engineer. He is known as the father of aviation, and we know about him through the Algerian historian Ahmad Muhammad al-Maqari. He wrote, "Among other very curious experiments which he made, one is his trying to fly. He covered himself with feathers for the purpose, attached a couple of wings to his body, and, getting on an eminence, flung himself down into the air, when, according to the testimony of several trustworthy writers who witnessed the performance, he flew a considerable distance, as if he had been a bird." There's also a 9th century Arab poem by Mu'min ibn Sa'id, a court poet of Cordoba, who said, "He flew faster than the phoenix in his flight when he dressed his body in the feathers of a vulture." In Dune history, there are several reasons why ornithopters are used far into the future. Herbert may have chosen ornithopters for many reasons. Other aircraft may not work as well in desert environments, and due to changing winds and updrafts, an ornithopter would work better on Arrakis. Early depictions of ornithopters by John Schoenherr show a simplistic design. The wings look very flexible, but they are a rather large aircraft. This ornithopter with the Sardaukar has a green glass screen. In other depictions of his, the wings look like those of an insect. Schoenherr seems to depict varying sizes and designs in the ornithopters, and this is exactly how David Lynch believed ornithopters should be depicted. He says as much in behind-the-scenes documentaries. What's clear is that all the designs have taken their inspiration from nature, insects and birds. The ornithopters of Alejandro Jodorowsky, designed by Chris Foss, have insect-like wings, whereas David Lynch's ornithopter seems like a bird, with its eyes, mouth and teeth. In David Lynch's film, the ornithopter is almost as strange as Jodorowsky's version, if not stranger. Tony Masters designed the original sketch, then Ron Miller designed this concept art based on Tony Masters' design. The full thopter can be seen in this scene. Stationary. The ornithopter of the Harkonnens is very different. In the Dune miniseries, the legs look more insect-like, but the wings seem more mechanical. The ornithopters in Denis Villeneuve's Dune are very interesting. We see an Atreides symbol of a hawk on the ornithopter, and the scale of the ornithopter is quite large and can carry several people. One clever fan created a rendition of an ornithopter based on released images and leaks from Denis Villeneuve's Dune. Here we can clearly see two different types of ornithopters. One quite black with wings and another greyish in tone. And in this image we see the body of the ornithopter and the carbon-like material. Here the ramp we see in the images that were released clearly is open. So if there was any speculation whether this was an ornithopter or not, it definitely is, and this is confirmed now. Here is a fuller look at the ornithopter in Denis Villeneuve's Dune. Again we see the hawk symbol of the Atreides and the ramp open and 4 circles on either side, which will be where the wings are placed. This is clearly out in the desert on location in Jordan. And here is a closer look at the greyish second ornithopter that was hidden and covered. You can clearly see that the glass has a greenish yellow tint, and it seems either bullet-ridden or damaged by sand or debris. This ornithopter seems that it will only have 4 wings, 2 on each side. This could be a Harkonnen, Sardaukar or Fremen ornithopter, it's hard to tell. but it seems more Harkonnen in origin, based on how the others looked in David Lynch's Dune. And here's a complete look at the Atreides Ornithopter in its full build, and this seems to be in Origo Studios in Budapest. Here you can clearly see the wings attached, 4 on each side. So Denis Villeneuve is really going for an authentic insect-like ornithopter. He hasn't shied away from it. I always try to tell people that Denis Villeneuve's ornithopter will be like the Batmobile with wings, with the Atreides hawk symbol. And I hope that I described it in a decent way for people to imagine before they actually saw the final full build. Denis Villeneuve was all about creating practical props, practical vehicles on set. He could have easily made this CGI, but he wanted to build it to make it feel real. And I think that's something quite important. He's trying to make this Dune feel as real as possible, as grounded in reality as possible. This image of the Ornithopter just gives you an idea of the colour, the richness of the colour that's going to be in Denis Villeneuve's Dune. The beautiful deep purples, violets, blues, deep oranges. So it's really going to be like Blade Runner 2049, but in a completely different setting. One thing is certain, ornithopters have sparked the imagination of many artists and will continue to do so for many more. What do you think of the ornithopters in Denis Villeneuve's Dune? Which ornithopter is your favourite? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, please like, share and subscribe. Share it with your friends. If you'd like to support me, you can become a Patreon, which really helps me to grow and keeps me going. If you'd like to see my videos first, don't forget to click the bell so that you can be alerted.